Hey guys, Ray with Hollander here today to talk about promoted listings on eBay and how creating them can help drive more traffic and push more sales for your eBay listings. First, a little bit about promoted listings. It is an advertising service that puts your merchandise in front of active shoppers, helping to boost exposure and increasing the likelihood of sales up to 30%. Essentially, it's like paying eBay for better real estate in search results, right? Only unlike real estate, you only pay once the item sells. That's really the best part about this is you don't pay a cent until somebody clicks on your listing and purchases that item within 30 days. Talk a little bit about the process. It is very simple, 3 steps. Step 1, you select which items to promote. So you can either select them one by one, or you can do it by eBay category, or you can do it by your store category. Lots of options to choose from. eBay has a list of recommended listings that they think you should promote. You can also do it on your own. We'll talk more about how to do that here in a bit. Next is you choose the percentage. This percentage will be applied to the final value fee, or excuse me, on top of the final value fee once the item sells. So it can be anywhere from 0 to 100%. Typically what we see is between 1 and 8% is the trending averages for those categories. Sorry, my dog keeps nibbling at my feet here. You choose the percentage, you only pay once that item sells. And in exchange, eBay will promote those items in search results, helping to get more people viewing and seeing your merchandise. Best practices, how to know when to promote your items. First, promoted listings helps improve visibility for items that do not get enough exposure in search, whether it's because they're in categories that are way too competitive, or maybe that product itself is oversaturated. There's too many of them on the market. There's a lot of factors that can come into play here, but as the seller, you should know which items in your inventory are the most competitive, which ones might need the most assistance in getting that extra boost and exposure, and promoted listings is a great solution for that. Number 2, increasing sales velocity for your best sellers, hot or seasonal items. eBay wants to see you sell items just as much as you do, right? And I don't know if you've ever noticed, you sell a couple things one day, and the next few days sales seem to kind of skyrocket, or at least take a little bit of a boost. Almost like they're playing off one another. There's something to be said for that. Again, eBay wants to see your inventory sell. If they see that you're selling a lot of wheels, they're going to do what they can to help get your other wheels more exposure, as long as people are clicking and purchasing on those wheels, right? As long as your click-through rate is high enough and your conversion rate is high enough, eBay will know that people are engaged enough to like what they see and convinced enough to make the purchase once they get to that point. So it does help with sales velocity, selling excess inventory to make room for new items. So we'll, again, use used parts and accessories as an example. Everyone has inventory that has just been with them for way too long. And whatever your timeline for it is, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, if you want to see that inventory go, if you want another option for liquidating it besides sending it to the crusher, running a promoted listing campaign might be a good option for you, right? For eLink users, you have the option of using filters to find inventory that is X number of days old and moving that inventory in bulk to a eBay category, one that you make in eBay. Right? You can name the category whatever you want. Name it marketing, name it promoted listings, name it crap that I just want to get rid of. Whatever you decide to do, you will have the option of finding those items and moving them to that category in eLink, and then making a campaign based off those items using eBay, which we'll show you here in a second. And that second will be right now. We'll show you how the tool works. And so if you can see my screen, we are still signed in to eBay Seller Hub on the Hollander test account. We don't have much inventory listed, I think maybe 15 items or so, but we'll just be showing you how to set up a campaign for the sake of example. 3 very easy steps. As far as making these campaigns, there's a couple different ways you can go about doing it, and one of them is going to your listed tab. eBay will recommend which items to promote and what the trending ad rates are. And if you click promote on one of them, you can select what you want the percentage to be. This is the recommended, looks like 4.9% is the trending rate, and you can change it to whatever you want. You can make it lower, you can make it higher, but again, that's just for that one item. You can also do it in bulk by going through and selecting one by one. I prefer the other option of selecting items in bulk using categories. So what we're going to do is start by going to the marketing tab, and this will show you a summary of all the marketing campaigns that you have running. As you can see, we don't have any set up currently for the Hollander test account. The left navigation here, you'll see options for promotions, markdown sale, promoted listings is what we're looking for. Located right underneath advertising. We'll click promoted listings. So this will bring us to the new dashboard that eBay just released a couple months ago. It has lots of cool metrics and new insights into how your campaigns are performing that they did not have before. We're not going to go through everything, but you can see all these different metrics, impressions, how many people have laid eyes on your items, how many clicks, how many of those people that laid eyes have actually clicked on the item, how many items have sold, sales, dollar amount of sales, what your ad fees are, your click-through rate, conversion rate, and average sell rate. And the chart down here will show how your listings are performing organically without the assistance of promoted listings and with the assistance of promoted listings. Finally, at the bottom, we'll show a breakdown of the campaigns that you have running. As you can see, we have one and it's not even active anymore. We started in October of 2019, and it looks like everything is sold from that campaign. It was probably for another demo like we're doing today. So this is the dashboard for promoted listings. To create a new campaign, we'll select create new campaign. The first option it'll present us with is to select items individually or select them in bulk, right? We showed you can go through and select them one by one, or you can select in bulk by category or by CSV upload. You can set your own rates, download the CSV, manipulate the data, and upload using that file. Or you can select using categories. We're going to select listings using bulk, the second option. And it'll give us 2 options to choose from. Step 1, you can select using store categories, right? This is what I was referring to before, where you can create your own store category and move items in eLink to that store category. Or you can select using eBay categories, which is by default, every item has to have a store category. And again, the option of uploading listings in a CSV file if you want to manipulate your data that way. For simplicity, we're going to run a promoted listing campaign on everything that's listed, all 16 items. So we'll select eBay Motors 16. It'll then show a breakdown of the subcategories and how many items are listed in each right below it. And we will hit continue. Next, eBay is going to ask to choose your ad strategy. Step 2. First option here is to exceed trending rates. This is the most competitive option, right? It'll exceed whatever the trending rate is by whatever amount you enter into this box. If the trending rate was 5% and we put 2% here, Final percentage when somebody clicks and makes that purchase on an item. If we put 2% here and the trending rate was 5, it would be a total of 7%, right? 5 plus 2. Or we can set our own ad rates. The option I see most sellers use is the exceeding trending rates and applying the same rate to all listings. This is where we can choose one flat percentage and it will be applied to everything that we have selected from the previous page. What we see is an average of between 1 and 8% for percentages that are used. It's completely up to you. I'd recommend starting low and working your way up, maybe starting with 1%, 2%, or 3%, waiting a week to see how those campaigns perform. If they're not getting as much exposure as you wanted them to, or if they're not getting as many sales, consider increasing the percentage at that time. So we're going to go with 5%, flat 5% for everything that had been selected. Okay, last step, name your campaign. eBay will show you what your items will look like in search. Of course, they're going to be promoted on both desktop and mobile. And it'll ask you to name your campaign. This will just be for your eyes only. Once you go to the marketing tab and see a list of campaigns that you have running, like we had showed you before, this will be what you see. So name it something specific and also include the percentage that you're using, because I don't believe eBay will show that on that page. So it's a good reminder. In this case, we're going to be just explaining what we have, all inventory. We're naming the campaign all inventory 5%. These campaigns are indefinite until you go in and cancel them. Unlike marketing campaigns, which can only go up to 45 days, I believe. So make sure to keep track of them. Make sure to monitor the performance of your campaigns using the reporting dashboard. Some of the metrics you want to look for are impressions. How much is my inventory getting seen by users? And of course, purchases and sales. Am I making money off of this? Is it worth it? And that is about it. That's a very high level overview of promoted listings. If you guys want to learn more or talk more in depth about campaign strategies as it applies to your inventory, make sure to let us know. Send us an email, ebay@hollanderparts.com. Again, that's ebay@hollanderparts.com, and we'll make sure to set up an account review with you. If you like what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. If you have recommendations for new content that we should add, make sure to let us know in the comment section. Thanks again, guys, and have a great rest of the week.